Stage 1, Hour 1, the drop. The sound of the outboard motor fades into the distance and suddenly it hits you. You are all alone in the jungle. The first thing you notice is the air. It's 95 degrees with 99% humidity. Breathing feels like sucking air through a wet sponge. Within 60 seconds, your clothes are useless. They are soaked through with sweat, clinging to your skin like a second. You look up, but you can't see the sky. You are under the thick jungle canopy, a ceiling of mahogany and kapok trees 300 feet high. Only 1% of sunlight reaches the floor. You're standing in a green forest stuck in permanent shade. Your first instinct is to run, to move, to find a way out. In the Amazon, every step costs energy. Every step costs calories and water. If you panic, you die. You sit, you breathe. You accept that you are no longer at the top of the food chain. Stage 2, Hours 2 to 4. The navigation. The Amazon looks the same in every direction. Every tree looks like the one behind it. Every vine twists in the same tight spiral. Without a compass, you will walk in a perfect circle until your heart stops. You find a trickle of water. It's a tiny vein of mud pushing through the pile of dead leaves. In the jungle, water is the only map that doesn't lie. Small streams lead to larger creeks. Creeks lead to the Amazon River. The river leads to people. But the terrain is a nightmare. The ground is a mat of decaying vegetation. Every step is a gamble. You step on a solid root, and it turns out to be a hollow, rotting log filled with fire ants. By hour 4, the honeymoon is over. The mosquitoes have found you. These aren't the mosquitoes from your backyard. These are swarms that target your eyes, your ears, and the thin skin of your neck. You don't slap them anymore. There are too many. You just feel the constant, rhythmic thrum of their wings against your skin. You smear black river mud over your face. It smells like rot, but it's the only armor you have. The thirst, hours 5 to 7. You are losing a liter of water an hour through sweat. Your tongue feels like a piece of dry leather. You reach the stream you've been following, but you hesitate. The water is the color of tea, stained dark by natural plant stains and rotting leaves. You know the risks. Giardia, cholera, parasites that will make your stomach extremely sick. But dehydration kills faster than a stomachache. You find a spot where the water moves over stones. Moving water is usually safer and kills some bacteria. You drink. It tastes like dirt and old leaves. It's the best thing you've ever tasted. As you stand up, you see a movement near your boot. A fer de lance, the ultimate pit viper. It is camouflaged perfectly against the leaves. It doesn't rattle. It doesn't warn you. It just waits. You freeze. Your heart hammers against your ribs. One bite from that snake and your blood will begin to clot inside your veins while your tissue melts. You back away inch by inch. The jungle just gave you your first warning. Watch where you put your feet. Stage 4, hours 8 to 12. The hunger and the heat. Midday hits. The heat is no longer a temperature, it's a physical weight. It presses down on your shoulders. The jungle goes strangely quiet as the animals retreat into the shade. You should do the same. You find a buttress root, a massive sail-like wooden wall at the base of a ceiba tree. You sit. Hunger begins to gnaw at your stomach. You look at the fruit hanging from the palms, but you don't touch it. In the Amazon, bright colors are a death sentence. Unless you see a monkey eating it, you stay away. You find a fallen pau d'arco branch. You break it open and find fat white beetle larvae. Your civilized brain screams no, but your body says protein. You eat them raw. They taste like creamy wood pulp. It's a small victory, but in survival, small victories are the only things that keep you from giving up. Stage 5, hours 13 to 16. The river's edge. The stream has widened into a blackwater river. The canopy opens up, and for the first time, you see the sun. It's a blinding, white-hot disk. The river looks inviting, but you stay back. You see a ripple. A 3-foot-long arapaima, a prehistoric fish with scales like armor, leaps from the water to gulp air. Then you see the real king. A black caiman, 14 feet of prehistoric muscle, sunning itself on a mudbank across the water. It looks like a log until it opens one eye. It is watching you. It is calculating if the swim across the current is worth the energy of eating a 180-pound primate. You decide to keep moving. The mud near the river is thick and waist-deep. It tries to suck the boots off your feet. Every step is a workout. Your legs are screaming. Your back is raw from the wet clothes rubbing against your skin. This is the hardest part. This is where most people break. Stage 6, hours 17 to 19. The deluge. The sky doesn't get cloudy, it gets angry. One minute it's hot, the next, the air turns a bruised purple. Then the sky falls. An Amazonian rainstorm isn't a shower. It is a wall of rain. The sound is deafening, a roar like a freight train passing through your skull. Within seconds, you are shivering. This is the great irony of the jungle. You can die of dangerous body cooling in a tropical rainforest. The rain strips the heat from your body. You find a massive elephant ear leaf and hold it over your head, huddling against the sheltered side of a tree. You are wet, you are cold, and you are exhausted. This is the low point. This is when the green hell starts to feel personal. You start to wonder if anyone is even looking for you. You start to hear voices in the rain. Your mind is beginning to fray. Stage 7. The night. Hours 20 to 23. The sun drops like a stone. There is no sunset in the jungle. There is only light, and then there is pitch black darkness. You cannot move at night. If you walk, you will walk off a ravine or step on a bushmaster snake. You have to stay put. You gather palm fronds to make a bed on a fallen log. You never sleep on the ground. The ground belongs to the bullet ants, insects whose sting feels like being hit by a .45 caliber round, and the jaguars. The night sounds are terrifying. The howler monkeys begin their territorial calls. It sounds like the souls of the damned screaming from the pits of hell. It's a deep roar that vibrates in your chest. You sit with your back against a tree holding a sharpened stick. You are blind. Your ears are your only way to sense the world. You hear something heavy moving through the brush. Snap. A branch breaks 20 feet away. You smell a strong animal smell, something like an old rug. A jaguar is nearby. It can see you perfectly. It can see the heat radiating off your terrified body. You don't move. You don't breathe. You wait for the pounce. Minutes turn into hours. The predator decides you aren't worth the mystery. The footsteps fade. You don't sleep for a single second. Stage 8, hour 24. The morning. The light returns as a gray mist. The humidity is so high it's basically a fog. You stand up and your joints crack like dry kindling. Every muscle in your body is screaming. You are covered in hundreds of bites. Your skin is pale and wrinkled from 24 hours of moisture, but you are standing. You look at the river. You see a flicker of white in the distance. A boat. A local Pepe Pepe canoe. You don't shout. You don't have the breath. You take your shirt off and wave it frantically, and they see you. As the boat pulls toward the bank, you look back into the green wall behind you. You haven't conquered the Amazon. You didn't win. You simply survived a 24-hour test of your will. You are leaving, but the jungle is already moving into the space you occupied, erasing your footprints, waiting for the next visitor.